Somewhere, in about 100 years, a baby is going to be born who will never see a blue sky. And she won't miss it, because to her, that's not what a sky is. A sky is pink, dusty, butterscotch colored. A day is 24 hours and 39 minutes long. Weight is what weight feels like on Mars, which is about a third of what you feel right now. None of that will strike her as strange. All of it is just normal. What will strike her as strange is Earth. Because here's the part nobody tells you about colonizing Mars. The first person born there won't be a human stuck on the wrong planet. She'll be a human who can never come to this one. She is not an astronaut. She didn't train. She didn't launch. She didn't survive anything to get there. She was born, and Mars was already there. To her parents, it's the frontier. To her, it's just the place where the kitchen is. Start with the sky. During the day, it's a pale butterscotch color. Dusty, soft. That's not exotic to her. That's just what the word sky means. And here's the strange part. On Mars, the sunsets are blue. The dust in the air scatters light the opposite way ours does. So her sky is warm and orange all day, and then goes cold blue right at the end of it. Ours does exactly the reverse. She has seen a blue sky, just for a few minutes at the wrong end of the day. Then there's the day itself. A day on Mars is 24 hours and 39 minutes, almost the same as ours. Almost. 39 extra minutes sounds like nothing. It isn't nothing. The teams who ran the Mars rovers had to live on Mars time to do it. Their day slid forward every day. Noon, then 1, then 2, then the middle of the night. It wrecked them. She has none of that problem. Her body grew up on a Martian day. Her sleep is fine. It's Earth's day that would feel wrong to her. Short, rushed, cut off 40 minutes early. Now the big one. Weight. Mars pulls at about 38% of Earth's gravity. Someone who weighs 70 kilos here would weigh 26 there. But she has never weighed 70 kilos in her life. She has never felt Earth pull on anything. A dropped cup falls slowly. That's how fast cups fall. A jump takes you up and holds you there a beat longer than it should. That's just how jumping works. There's no such thing as feeling light because there's nothing to be light compared to. And that's where this stops being about how Mars feels and starts being about what Mars builds. Your body is an ongoing argument with gravity, and it settles that argument while you grow. Your bones thicken exactly as much as they need to. Your heart pumps exactly as hard as it needs to. Your muscles hold you up against exactly as much pull as there is, and not 1 gram more. We know this because we've watched it come apart. Astronauts on the space station lose bone, roughly 1 to 2% of the density in their hip and spine. Every month they're up there, not over a lifetime. Every month. Their hearts get smaller and rounder because a heart that never has to shove blood up against a heavy planet stops bothering. Their spines stretch. They come home a couple of centimeters taller, and these are grown adults exercising 2 hours a day specifically to fight it. Now hand all of that to someone who never had a baseline. She isn't losing anything. There's nothing for her to lose. She's growing into that gravity from the first cell. Her skeleton never has a reason to be as dense as yours. Her heart never has a reason to be as strong as yours. Her spine grows without ever being pressed down the way yours is every day of your life. So she'll probably be tall, noticeably tall, long-limbed, light-boned, built like a person from a world that doesn't push very hard. And I want to be honest here, because this is where a lot of Mars stories quietly start making things up. Nobody actually knows what a human pregnancy does in low gravity. It has never happened. Not once. We've flown mice and fish and watched them develop off Earth. Some came out strange, some came out fine. That's the entire data set. The first pregnancy on Mars is the experiment. NASA sent Scott Kelly to orbit for almost a year and kept his identical twin brother Mark on the ground. Same genes, same face, one in space, one in Houston. Thousands of Scott's genes changed how strongly they switched on and off. His gut bacteria shifted. His immune system behaved differently. And that's one adult for 1 year. Not a person assembled there from scratch. Then there's the radiation. Mars has almost no magnetic field and barely any air, so the surface takes a dose that would genuinely frighten you. Curiosity measured it, and those numbers are why nobody sensible plans to live up top. So she doesn't. She lives under it. Under piled soil, under concrete, under ice, and that is completely unremarkable to her. You live inside a building because outside is cold and wet. She lives inside a hill because outside is radiation. Same shrug. A short list of things she has never experienced. Rain. Not once. No water has ever fallen out of the sky onto her. Wind you can feel. Mars has wind and it moves fast, but the air is so thin it barely pushes. A dust storm big enough to swallow the whole planet would feel on your skin like a light breeze. Open water, no lake, no river, no sea. An animal that isn't in a tank or on a screen, walking out of a door and simply being outdoors. That's not brave to her. That's not adventure. It's a thing that would kill her in about a minute, and she's known it since she could walk. So, the question everybody eventually asks, could she come to Earth? And this is where it turns over. The answer is probably not. And not for the reason you'd think. It isn't that Earth is far away, it's that Earth is heavy. Step her off a ship here and gravity jumps by a factor of 2.5. Every part of a body built for a gentle planet suddenly has to hold itself up on a hard one. Her heart, built for a light load, has to push blood up to a brain that just got much harder to reach. She would faint just standing up. Astronauts do exactly that after 6 months. She'd arrive with 18 years of it behind her. Her bones, thinner than any bone that has ever grown here, take the weight of a body whose apparent mass has just tripled. When an adult on Earth has bones like that, doctors give it a name. They call it osteoporosis. In her, it isn't a disease at all. It's correct engineering for the wrong planet. A fall that leaves you with a bruise could leave her with a fracture. And then there's the part almost nobody thinks about. Earth is filthy, not dirty, alive. The air you're breathing right now is full of bacteria and spores and viruses. Your immune system has been arguing with all of it since the day you were born, and it wins almost every time without telling you. She grew up in filtered air, a closed system, a small managed set of microbes. Her immune system has never met most of ours. The most ordinary planet in the universe would be, to her, a biohazard. Even the pleasant things would hurt. Our sunlight is about twice as bright as the light she grew up under. Our sky would be the wrong color. Our day would end too early. She would step onto the world every single one of her ancestors came from, and nothing about it would feel like arriving. We keep telling the Mars story as an escape story. Humanity's backup drive. A lifeboat. But a lifeboat implies you're eventually coming back. Nobody born on Mars is coming back, because they were never here. Earth isn't the home she lost. Earth is a place she's read about, where her grandmother happens to be from, and which would put her in a hospital, and then give it time. Not gene editing, just generations of ordinary people having ordinary children in a place that pulls a third as hard. Every generation fits that planet a little better. Every generation fits this one a little worse. Nobody plans it. It's the same slow thing that happened to every creature on Earth. You become the shape your world asks for. They won't be aliens. That's the boring version. They'll be people. Just people from somewhere else. Which has never existed before in the entire history of our species, the first human beings genuinely from another world. Which brings it back to you. Tonight, if the sky is clear, you can go outside and find Mars. It's the orange one that doesn't twinkle. You'll look up at it for a second, think, huh, and go back inside. Somewhere in that future, she does the same thing in reverse. She's walking home under a butterscotch sky, and she passes a small blue star, and she doesn't stop. Because to her, it's just a planet. Heavy, too bright, full of water and noise and things that would kill her. It isn't home, it never was. Home is just the place where your body works, and ours only works here.